Everybody, it's Invisible here, hoping who's inside of me shines through. And today, super excited because we should be able to finish Ace Attorney Investigations Collection. Yeah, we should be able to finish it. Wait, whoa. I said the wrong thing. Welcome to Ace Attorney Investigations Collection. We should be able to finish the first game, Case 4. Case 4 of the first game, which is Turnabout Reminiscence. Wow. Like, say, Ace Attorney Investigations. Ace Attorney Investigations 2, Prosecutor Campbell. Unknown territory. Safe. Familiar. Okay, we already did Turnabout Visitor. We already did Turnabout Airlines. Did Kidnap Turnabout? Turnabout Reminiscence. Okay. We're on the same page. Alright, bet. Alright, cool. Now, we are good on that side. Let's see. I don't know if you've heard this today, but you're visible to someone, even if you feel invisible. Notice someone sees you. Notice someone loves you. Notice someone is rooting for you. I'm super excited to see you succeed. Alright? Like because the content's going to be awesome. You should share because someone's going to need this encouragement. You should comment because we're going to play the game together. And you should subscribe and turn the notification bell because you never know when I'm going to go live. Alright, with all that being said, let's get started. Okay. There we go. Cool. Alright, continue. Resume playing from the saved game data. Yes. Alright. I make no promises to read all of the words, okay? It's a visual novel. Well, it's an interactive visual novel. Although visual novels tend to be interactive. Anyway, well, what is it now? It's time for my trial already. I've already told you a gazillion times, pal. I didn't do it. And if you're like, Invisible, I have no idea what's going on. Don't know where we're at. This is part 3 of this case, which is the 4th case in this game that we're playing. So, go explore the channel under the live section. / eventually this will be in a playlist. Okay, go back and rewatch, alright? Plenty of fun times. And feel free to comment and see if you do well. This is fun. I already told you a gazillion times, pal. I didn't do it. I'll be the judge of that, Detective Gumshoe. No, you won't. I'll be the judge of that. No. I'm the judge around here, and I'll be the judge of that. Why can't you guys be a little less judgmental? Yes, well, speaking of hasty judgments, Detective Gumshoe, I'm afraid I must apologize for an error in judgment on my part. Your Honor, I don't believe you should apologize just yet. We have yet to prove he is completely innocent of this crime. I guess so. What are you guys talking about? In any case, I would like you to testify as to your actions while you were on guard duty. And please remember, you are not on trial. This is all just a part of the investigation. As such, you may still be found to be innocent. However, if you should give false testimony, the way you just got whipped for no reason, my whip will object loud and clear. If you are found to be lying, you will be held indefinitely. Understood? I got you, pal. Thinking back on the state of the crime scene and the judge's testimony, it's obvious that Detective Gumshoe is lying. If I can break his lie, then we may never... if I can't break his lie, then we may never get anywhere. While he was on duty. Testimony. So came down here to the courthouse on Detective Bad's orders. As soon as he got here... so you know, this is a double homicide case we're trying to figure out. As soon as he got here, he ordered him to stand guard in front of lobby number 2. From that time on until he heard the gunshot, he was in the hallway the whole time. On his honor as a detective, he swore it wasn't himself. He's still singing the same tired tune. In that case, I'll just have to change the melody. Nice. I know he's lying, and it's time I pull the information I need out of him. Alright, people. This is the fun part. Where do you think the contradiction is? So what we do is we press continuously. And by press, we push to see if he'll give up any more information. And then if we spot an inconsistency, we will go to our evidence and point out that inconsistency. Unless it's a situation where there actually is no evidence. In which case, we kind of bluff our way through it. So it wasn't really Detective Bad, or logic our way through it, because this is Miles. So it wasn't really Detective Bad who called you down here. You bet it was, pal. I was left in charge of the precinct while everyone was out, and this call comes in. I want you down here 1 minute flat, he said. Well, I thought this was my big chance. My first case, so I made a mad dash down here. Ah, Scruffy. Although I couldn't exactly get here in a minute flat. So how long did it take you? About 10 minutes, I guess. What was Detective Bad doing when you finally made it? He was waiting for me down on the first floor on the entrance with pal. As soon as I got here, he ordered me to stand guard from lobby number 2. And by he, you mean Detective Bad, of course. And this being my first time at the courthouse, he also walked with me up to the 3rd floor hallway in front of the defendant lobbies. Did you mean anyone along the way? Well, just as we entered the hallway, we ran into Miss Yu. When he heard from Miss Yu that Mr. Faraday was not to be interrupted, that's when Detective Bad told me to stand guard in the hallway, pal. So far, Detective Gumshoe's testimony is matching up with Detective Bad's. Not... Hold it! You claim to have been in that hallway the whole time. However, is it not a fact that you did something while you were in that hallway? Of course I did something. I guarded the door to lobby number 2, pal. What else? Very well then. And what exactly does guarding that door entail? Well, to put it simply... Oh, I know. It was my job to stand in front of the door without moving an inch. Oh? Detective Gumshoe, you mean to tell me that you didn't take a single step away from the door to lobby number 2? Is that really what you wish you should testify to the effect of? You got it, pal. And take a single... Go ahead and add it to your testimony then, bro. Everybody looking at you like... Because we're all in shock. And in awe of your utter stupidity. Scruffy! If you're gonna lie, at least tell us a more believable one. I'm not lying. Sure, I haven't bring this insipid testimony to a close. Until I heard... See, okay, so this was not there originally. And until I heard the gunshot, I didn't take a single step away from lobby number 2 door. Unless it was there the whole time. Either way. So, I ask you, which do you think it is? It's not going to be this one, right? So we got 5 shots, okay? Or 4 shots. It could be this, be this, be this, or it could be this. So which are we thinking? Which are we feeling? I'll give you a little bit of time to make a decision. Oh my gosh, YouTube is basically in sync. Oh my goodness. YouTube is never that in sync. Whoa. This is the greatest as I've ever seen it. My goodness gracious. This is the greatest I've ever seen it. Whoa. Alright. I got people saying the fingerprints. Let's save. Always save in this game. Don't risk it. Just save. It's never a bad idea to save. Anyway. Present! Objection. Ah, my viewers are intelligent. I have an objection. What is it, pal? Dr. Gumshoe, I wonder if you might recognize this from somewhere. Hey, it's one of those things. The courthouse special Swiss rolls, right, pal? Precisely. In that case, I suppose that you also recall the sullied hallway bench. Hey, you know what? I think it was probably me that did that. Detective Gumshoe, you know you can't go around dirtying up the courthouse like this. You inconsiderate slovenly pig. Eek. They'll probably clean it up later, I swear. Now then, shall we get down to business? About the fact that you didn't move even a single step from in front of that door. That really were the case, and how were you able to buy a pack of Swiss rolls? Furthermore, if you didn't move a single step from in front of that door, how'd you manage to get the bench dirty with your grubby hands? Like, Francesca and the judge are focused on just the entirely wrong aspect of this. Like, entirely. It appears that Francesca's whip can do more damage than my words alone. Alright, I confess, pal. I was hungry. So I bought a pack for myself, okay? I thought I'd get chewed out again if anyone found out about me eating on the job. So I didn't want to say anything. Well, unfortunately for you, I saw you do the whole dastardly deed. I Clearly saw you buying a pack of Swiss rolls from the vending machine. Okay, I'm sorry for lying. But that's all I'm sorry for. You got that? Because I'm not holding anything else back. That last statement. It may sound like it makes sense. However, there's something I don't quite believe about it. Are you sure you're not withholding further information from us? Of course not! I've got nothing else to hide, pal. Objection. Oh, if only that were true, Detective Gumshoe. But it is true, pal. There's nothing else. Detective Gumshoe, I'm sure you are aware of the price of a pack of Swiss rolls, correct? Oh, we don't even gotta go into the thingy for this one. That's great. Miles is like, the game is like, there's no point in even doing that. That vending machine out in the hallway is selling packs of 2 Swiss rolls for $6 a pack. And yet, according to you, you didn't have any cash on you until you cashed your $5 annual bonus check. Which is just, oh, my heart. Oh, you poor baby. Isn't that right? Oh. Let me ask that. How'd you manage to purchase a pack all by yourself? Can you provide me with a proper explanation for that? I told you I brought it myself, pal. There wasn't anyone else in that hallway with me. There was no one who could have helped me buy it. Wait, don't tell me. You got some kind of proof that there was someone else in the hallway, don't you? Correct. As if you could. I mean, what are the chances of that? Wait, you do? Of course I do. What? I love that the game didn't even make me go to testimony for this one. What proofs I have? Alright, people. So we've already used the Gumshoe's fingerprints. And we kinda sorta already used the Swiss roll. And we kinda sorta already talked about the annual bonus check. So, I think we only have this one. What say you? Yay or nay before I press this? What say you? Now give it a second to see. Now what's crazy is it's actually in sync with Twitch, but it's still like 7 seconds behind. Oh wait, I got a yay. Alright. Oh no! You guys are incorrect. I ain't even mad at that. Because I don't know why that was not a yay. So here we go. Oh boy. The game just heated up. Oh boy. It's okay. Don't feel bad. Because I was also in total agreement with you. And this is why you comment. What proof that I have there must have been someone else in the hallway. Alright? Oh! What about this one? Yay, nay? I'll wait to see what you're thinking. Because we already tried the balloon. And the balloon did not work. So let's see what the game has to say about this. I got a couple go points. Nice. What are the chances? What kind of nonsense is this? This game is ridiculous. Hey, you showed that to me not 2 seconds ago, pal. Ah, I think you under the mistaken impression that I bought this pack of rolls. Wait, if you didn't buy it, then that means you must have stolen it, you thief. Would never do such a thing. All you liars are the same. You start out as thieves. You're under arrest, pal. I believe you meant to assert that all thieves start out as liars. All you liars start out as thieves. And in that case, what does it say about you, detective? Ooh. This particular Swiss roll was dropped by a certain someone. Oh, there were 2 rolls in this package. And now there's only 1. You ate one of them. But you then gave the other one to a certain person, didn't you? Got it all wrong. I ate both of them. Yep, if that's the case. Oh, here we go again. Yo, wow, Miles. Smooth. It would appear that we've caught you at last. Yo, Miles, his spidey sense went off. It was like, fool me once, but you'll never get me twice. Hey, don't you dare do anything to that girl. It appears that they do know each other after all. So why do you continue to come up to me and kick me? Have I wronged you somehow? I have a name and it's K. K what? K Faraday. Faraday. Maybe perhaps Mr. Faraday's daughter. I'm not a you. I'm Kay. Kay, you know, good little girls don't kick other people. Especially not hard enough to leave big nasty bruises like the way you do. Well, then you shouldn't have put my Gummy under arrest, mister. Gummy? My guess is that she's talking about Detective Gumshoe. What a cute nickname you've given him. Gummy didn't do anything wrong. Sure. It appears that I will need to speak with her in a bit more detail. Rawr. It's like, rawr. Oh, I have to literally go up to child. Okay, bet. Child bouncing ferociously. What an interest. Oh, Francesca moves with me. Look at this. Hey. I think it'd be fair if the judge had to stand all the time. No sharing our pain through our lashes. Oy. Yeah. Any day now I'll be taking my rightful place behind this bench. By that time I should already be standing here. If that were to happen to Francesca, I'll eat my crib. Okay, so is this the lawyer bench then? The defense attorney's bench, okay. I'd probably be standing on this side of the courtroom if that incident hadn't happened. What are you thinking about? Lately, the more wrinkly your face becomes, the less I'm able to read what you're thinking. Well, I never! Have you know, I don't have a single wrinkle upon my youthful brow. Yeah, not yet he doesn't. Oh, whoa, I got a trophy for exploring the benches. Huh. That's pretty cool. Oh my goodness, wait. Wait, wow. Nah, I'm thinking about something. Wait a second. How many, trophies am I missing out on for not exploring? Oh no. Damn it. They're the same height as the judge's bench. I wonder if that's to represent the intense scrutiny of each and every case from all sides. Are you or are you not man enough to stand up to all those eyes? Sort of course I'm man enough. Okay, yeah. Okay, go back here. I can't. Interesting. How fascinating. Oh, here we go. The witnesses stand. I'll make sure that each and every person that ever stands here will be found guilty. There are others besides the defendant that stand at this podium, man. I don't care. Just make sure you never end up standing at one of these. Or you'll be sorry. I'll keep that in mind. Alright, child. I've done all this. I'm to you now. Now then, Kay. She's like a stray cat. Wonder if I should feed her something. Take that! Okay, I promise to give this to you if you calm down. Oh, what's this from? It really belongs to you, though, doesn't it? Yeah, I was saving it for Daddy. Oh. Oh, my. Your father, he's... Ah, don't you say another word, pal. She doesn't know yet. Thanks for watching out for me, Gummy. But I already know about Daddy. Overheard the guards talking. Aww. Aww. Insane. Hooah! There you go. There. Going back and looking at this will be so interesting. And let's talk to the child. Okay, are you going to be alright? Yep, I'm already alright. Somehow, I highly doubt that. But I'm not going to push it. Promise Daddy I'd never cry in front of strangers. And you're a good kid, aren't you, Kay? You always keep your promises, right? Yeah, that's right. Even if I can't see Daddy anymore, I'm still going to keep all my promises. You're a very brave girl, Kay. Very good child for keeping the promises you made to your papa. Aren't y'all like 6 years apart? Bro. Nah, she's 13. What are you? 10? You're literally 3 years apart. Ooh. Dude. You're like the same age. I'll even testify that you didn't cry just for you. Thank you very much, lady. Ha! It's nothing. I'm only telling the truth after all. It would appear that because her father was a respected prosecutor, Francesca is sympathetic to Kay's feelings. Kay, what kind of person was your father? Daddy was a hero of justice. Your job is to catch all the bad people in the world. So do you, a prosecutor, as a hero of justice, huh? Suppose we're in a sense, as we are the ones who seek guilty verdicts for criminals. Plus, you know what? Whenever I came to the courthouse, Daddy would buy me my absolute favorite treat, Swiss rolls. No. I want to be a hero of justice someday, just like Daddy. So I've been working really hard. I see. And what have you been working hard on? I've been working hard to keep all the promises Daddy and I make together. Promise notebook, man. Took a look inside, Kay. Sure, okay. Appears to be an exchange diary of sorts between father and daughter. As Faraday's writing conveys a sense of the kind man he was. This little notebook just might come in handy later. I want to see what's in the notebook. Promise number 1. Never take things from a stranger. Promise number 2. Never go anywhere with a stranger. Promise 3. Always greet people with a smile, even people you don't know. Promise 4. Never cry in front of strangers. Promise 5. Always try your hardest to learn about things you don't understand. Daddy's job is to make sure that everyone follows the rules. Okay, be a good girl and promise that you'll keep your promises to me, okay? Love, your Daddy. Never take things from a stranger, never go anywhere with a stranger, never cry in front of a stranger, always smile. Always try your hardest to learn about things. They're not bad rules. I hope you'll continue to work hard and become a hero just like your father. I'm gonna try. Hey Kay, so I'm a detective that catches the bad people, right? That makes me a hero too. Yeah, you're really cool too, dummy. Yeah, aren't I, Kay? That's with the two of them. I hand down verdicts of justice, so that makes me a hero too. Yes, and thanks to your oh-so-heroic testimony, you almost painted that detective as a vile criminal and sent him off to jail. I'm really sorry about that, Judge. Gummy's not a bad man, okay? Poor Judge. He's being treated like a vile criminal rather than a hero of justice. It appears that you and Detective Gumshoe are good friends, Kay. Yeah, we're friends. In that case, would you mind telling me a little more about him? Dick Gumshoe. So I take it that you ran into Detective Gumshoe earlier? Yep. I was on my way to see Daddy when I saw Gummy standing there. Ooh. He was standing in the hallway staring really hard at the vending machine, so I said hi. And what was this? Before everything got crazy. How long were the two of you together? We only talked for a little while. And then we went on our ways. That's right, pal. Kay and I only talked for a little while, and that's it. Oh, which means we have now confirmed that Kay was in the hallway during the recess, isn't that right? You got me! I know you stop picking on Gummy, mister. Very well then. I just have to speak with the good detective in private later. Were you the one who bought this pack of Swiss rolls, Kay? Well, I didn't really have a lot of money. And I somehow made $1 out of all the pennies and quarters I had. But that still wasn't enough, and I really, really wanted one. Come to think of it. She did come and ask me to exchange a handful of change for $1. And that's when you came and asked me to change your money, correct? Yeah, thanks a bunch for doing that, mister. Sure. Let me ask you, even with that $1, you still didn't have enough, correct? Well, that's why. Hey, if you bully Kay anymore, I'm gonna have to arrest you, pal. May I remind you that you're the one already under arrest? I sense that Kay is going to be less than forthcoming with this question. Sorry about your roughly thing. Yes, well, now it's positively drenched in your nasal mucus. Don't worry, Kay, I have a spare. So here, you can have this one. But Daddy said, oh right, never take things from a stranger. Ah, it's one of the promises you made in your promise notebook, correct? Yeah, look, see? It's right here on this page. Oh, they were always going to show it to me anyway. Alright then, I'm not giving this to you. I'm merely allowing you to borrow it. You can take it home, wash it nice and clean, and then give it back to me next time we meet. Okay, Daddy never said I couldn't borrow things from strangers. Still taking something from the stranger. Took it off, then put it back on. Now the detective gumshoe. That way. I believe it's now crystal clear that you were with little K in the hallway. Grr. I told you something, mean gummy. Miles Edgeworth, there's still something you have yet to resolve. Beg your pardon. You still haven't offered an explanation for why that man would lie to us. That's, well... Gummy, don't tell me you lied for my sake. Hey, don't worry about it, Kay. Everything's gonna be okay. Ah, so that's why. What was Detective Gumshoe's motive for lying? I don't know. The game acted like I should know, but I don't know. Alright, go ahead and offer up your thoughts. Why do you think he's lying? Alright. Someone said to cover for the child. Makes sense. Not their exact words, I'm just paraphrasing. Someone said to cover. Someone said because it was against the rules. Oh, I guess that makes sense. Keep her out of trouble, basically. You can't explain that. You can't call this perfect. This is an investigation. Reason for lying is simple. From simple observation, the detective's actions and his interactions with Kay, it's obvious the detective was lying for the young girl's sake. And this piece of evidence will show you exactly why. Which piece of evidence proves that Detective Gumshoe was lying on account of Kay?
Take that!
Oh, wow! The promise notebook! Because it literally says something. Never take things from a stranger. She took a whole pack of Swiss rolls. What a foolishly foolish fool's fool of a foolish reason for a fool. Didn't you just promise to testify that she didn't cry in front of strangers? Gummy, you lied because of me, didn't you? Yeah, girl, God. Wow. Because I'm your friend, Kay, that's why. Gummy. At long last, Detective Gumshoe, can you please tell me the whole truth now? There's no beating you, huh, pal? Okay, I'll spill the goods. This guy. So I've been standing at the guard for a while. I was getting really hungry, and that snack vending machine was taunting me. But all the cash you had on you was $5, and that was enough to buy anything, right? After all, the cheapest item in the machine is a $6 pack of Swiss rolls. Yeah, but then like an angel from heaven, Kay showed up. I was thinking about sharing a snack with Daddy, so I wanted to buy a Swiss roll, but I only had about $1 in coins. So we pulled my $5 and her $1 together and bought a pack of Swiss rolls together. But I was worried about breaking one of my promises. So then Gummy said, Mr. Faraday's one scary guy when he gets mad. Oh, I guess he knows, considering how Gumshoe got chewed out literally the week before. But don't worry, you won't get in trouble if I don't tell, right? Besides, you bought it with me, so you didn't really get it from me, you know? He told me it'd be okay. He gave me a whole roll to save and give to Daddy. Who knew that Scruffy could be so considerate? Indeed. Detective, I take it that you then sat down on the bench and ate the rolls together. Yeah, we split the other roll and ate it right then. The sweet taste of that caged chocolate. I'll never forget it as long as I live, pal. Anyway, I believe this also belongs to you. Oh, that's from the balloon I popped. It's bad manners to leave garbage lying around, Kay. I'm sorry. Well, I guess I can't blame you for not throwing this one piece away. It was sitting high up on a windowsill where you couldn't see it. So just this once, I forgive you. But that balloon, I wanted to surprise Gummy a little, so I popped it on purpose! Because it was me, Gummy dropped his half of the Swiss roll. This is actually a really bright picture. I wish we could see the judge from that direction. Ah ha ha ha! Wow, you really got me to pop. So I thought maybe I should give Gummy this other roll. And then I saw you picking on Gummy, mister. So you kicked me, is that it? You sure are a feisty one. I'm really sorry, mister. It's alright. I'm perfectly unharmed. But about this Swiss roll, would it be alright with you if I held on to it until Detective Gumshoe was cleared of all charges and free to go? Yeah, sure. Just make sure you give it to Gummy afterwards, okay? Of course, I promise. Now that I believe we have proven beyond the shadow of a doubt that Detective Gumshoe was in the hallway for the entire duration of his duty, which undeniably proves that Detective Gumshoe could not have committed the double murder. Actually, it proves just the opposite, Edward. You've just shown Detective Gumshoe was the only one who could have committed the crime. What do you mean? It's quite rude to eavesdrop, Mr. Yu. I'm getting lectured on manners by a girl with a penchant for whipping people. Ooh. How dare you talk back with such insolence? You're wrong, lady. Gummy's not the bad guy. Oh, and what have we here? What is a child doing here in a courthouse? Bailiff, please take the child away. What? Miss Callisto, you. That girl is Mr. Faraday's. I know. So what? You think that just because she's the victim's daughter, she gets to just run wild all around the crime scene? I think it's actually quite dangerous for her, so, to speak of nothing of getting underfoot. Suppose you're right, however. As long as we're in agreement on that point, let's get back to the real issue at hand. Now then, Detective, you were in front of the door to lobby number 2 the entire time, correct? Yeah, but you see, isn't it obvious that it could only be the detective? He's the only person who could have gone into lobby number 2 at the time of the murders. Yeah, I gotta work a little harder for that. Don't worry, I've already put in the necessary paperwork for his formal arrest. But the investigation is far from over. Oh, that's right. I was going to speak with you about that. Don't you think it's reckless to talk to the suspect out in the open without a guard? Suppose it is. Well, as someone with more experience in law than you, allow me to share something. Always keep a good eye on a criminal, or you may regret what comes of your negligence. Down, Tigers. Now then, I'll be looking forward to the results of your investigation. So we're back to square one. Actually, this is our last chance. I can tell that if we fail to solve this case, Detective Gumshoe will be formally charged under all circumstantial evidence. Yes. Yes, not no, yes. This investigation is not over yet. There's still one location we have yet to inspect. It's where Detective Bad and Miss Yu were at the time of the crime, lobby number 1. So it was always going to save. Alright, people. We're almost at the end of this case. Ladder, the truth behind the KG8 incident. Oh boy. Oh, good. She's safe. What is this incredibly overpowering sweet scent? It smells like flowers. Uncle Bad. Is this it? Isn't that Detective Bad and Kay over there? Looks like she managed to escape the bailiff. No, that's not quite it. Oh, too bad. But it's so pretty. I think you're still a bit too young to be wearing that. But since you found it, I guess I can let you keep it. Thanks. I'll treasure it always. Those two seem to get along rather well. Oh, here. I've got something else for you. Yay! Thank you, Uncle Bad. Girl is munching. Earlier, I ate one of these with Gummy. Gummy? Oh, you mean Gumshoe. Gummy is... Oh, now she's eating it sadly. He was trying to be nice to me because I was going to get in trouble. And then he got in trouble because he lied to protect me. Gummy. I know he didn't kill Daddy. Don't cry. Faraday would be sad if he saw you crying. I'm not crying. Okay. Oh, it's the mister from before and the lady too. Don't you think it would be a good idea to go home for the time being? You're not involved in the investigation, so it's for the best if you do. Actually, I'm Uncle Bad's assistant. I was about to say, like, if she goes home, what has she got left? Like, what are we doing? So I'm related to the investigation. Is that so, Detective Bad? Yeah, I guess. What? You were just scolding us like kids to not mess up the crime scene. Now you let this child run free? Why? People are free to investigate things outside of the actual crime scene. You also had a few things she wanted to look into. You got a problem with that? I don't have a problem with that, but I am curious as to what Miss Yu was looking into. Uncle Bad, I'm gonna go look somewhere else now, okay? Alright. I'm counting on you. Oh, that's right. Hey, mister. Hmm? What is it? I know Gummy really isn't the bad guy. I mean, it... So please, find the real bad guy, okay? I won't forgive whoever did this, but in the absence of the perfect piece of testimony and evidence, there's no one else who could be the true culprit other than Detective Gumshoe. She wandered off while I was pondering. Alright, way out on TV. This television is the same model as the one in the defendant lobby number 2. Looks like the two rooms are basically the same in terms of layout and supplies. Yes. Two rooms are basically the same, huh? It may not look like much, but I find that ordinary tables like this one are very useful. I think it's time they bought a new one. I wonder if they'll replace this table if I hit it hard enough, hit it enough with my whip. Much too heavy-handed method if I ever saw one. Oh. Well. Oh. Okay. Now, can we not exit the room again? Thank you. Expensive paintings. It was suited to be hanging on the wall of this room. Wonder if a guard detail should be placed on it. Why you say that? Oh, desperate low-paid detective might take off with it someday. You never know. She may be thinking about hiring a guard. But it's obvious she isn't factoring that guard's salary whatsoever. Alright. Dag-nabbit Miles! Thank you. Oh, an incredibly strong-scented herbal tea. I fear that more than being relaxed in the seat. Maybe take... Man, you put it in a special request for that. No wonder she's so violent if she's been drinking this stuff the whole time. Neither woman should be allowed to comment on this particular topic. The topic of violence. Decorative plant leaves are shinier than the ones in Plant Lobby 2. Because next to a window so it's easier to photosynthesize. Did you say decorative plant? So it's not real, right? And I think you gotta focus on the wrong things. When the windows is open as well. Air conditioner's working just fine in this room, so why did they open it, I wonder. Okay. Oh, see down to the courthouse courtyard from here. An optical illusion. It's supposed to be postmodern in design. More like thoughtlessness in design. Can't disagree there. Alright. Let's go to bed. Detective Bad. What's his first name? Out of curiosity. I'm doing like everything except play the game. Tyrell Bad. The Judge, Kate Faraday, Burn Faraday, Dead Man, Macro, Manfred Van Karma, Dr. Sue, Callisto U, Dick Gumshoe, Manny Cochin, Francisca Von Karma. What exactly was Kate searching for? Nothing that concerns you, boy. Oh, and I suppose it has something to do with Kay. It does, because she's Faraday's daughter. Anyway, hurry up and get to the point. I don't have time to waste. Sounds like you'd rather be left alone. I have something I'd like to confirm with you once again. I don't have anything to say to you. Be that as it may, we still have questions that we need answers to. Now then, first of all, what is the overpowering smell that's permeating this room? Upon entering this room, I thought I was going to suffocate. It's that ultra-strong perfume you wears. She spilled some of it. I was having a bad time of it myself. I didn't think twice and opened the window. But that smell's still here. Perfume, huh? So sweet scent in the air is perfume. Well, it's giving off quite a stench. I bet it's some cheap no-name brand. She said it's a famous brand from overseas. Ooh. It's a knockoff. Yes, definitely a knockoff. No disrespect, but she forced one of those bottles on me. Here, little girl. You can have it. I was born for a much more expensive and refined perfume. However, seeing as how you just happen to have a spare, I suppose I'll take it. Miles Edward, you will hold on to this bottle without fail. Why can't you ever be honest with her once? So you're in this room the entire recess. Like I said, I made a call to the precinct to get that big lug down here. I like the way he's drawn. Other than that, I was waiting for the recess to end here. Like, the bullet holes to his jacket. Very interesting. Super hold. Maybe it's part of the design. Maybe it's not bullet holes. Yeah, I ran into her in the hallway. She said she wanted to talk to me about something, so we come in here. Then what you're saying is that until Detective Gumshoe's arrival, you and you were in 2 different locations. I guess I am. Interesting. Speaking of that lawyer, she seems to have a great dislike for you. Oof! Let's see, Miss Yu is the sister of the victim of the KG8 incident. As I recall, Detective Bad was the lead detective on the case. I wonder if the reason for his disdain isn't simply because you failed to guard Cece, but because you were the lead detective on the case. You knew? I also know that today's trial involving the Godopia and Invisyble staff member is being referred to as the second KG8 incident. Now then, Detective, I believe it's time you were honest with me and told me the truth behind your relationship with Miss Yu and Mr. Faraday. And the KG8 incident. If you already know that much, I guess it'd be alright to tell you. That's right, speak to me, buddy. KG8 incident. Whoa, wait, hold on. I looked away for a second. It's not exactly a happy story other than the people who are directly involved. You will be the first to hear what I'm about to tell you. You too. As long as you, I just ignored it. The honest truth behind the KG8 incident. I thought that was a cigarette. I didn't know it was a lollipop. Faraday, you and I. As you already know, we 3 were involved with the KG8 incident. Faraday and I, we were originally on the trail of the smuggling ring. You mean the smuggling case involving one of the Mono Group's secretaries? The trial was just a front facade. Yeah, but the case became tainted because the witness who was going to testify about the Mono Group's ties to the smuggling ring, CCU, was killed. Then what became of the secretary who was arrested? His name was Colin Deveray. Oh boy! If you don't recognize that picture, then you need to go back in our cases. This is actually the case we were just doing before this case, which happened 10 years in the future. 7 years is gonna. 7 years in the future. This guy will become relevant because we're in the past right now. To be honest, the guy didn't know a thing about smuggling, but he confessed to knowing about it anyway. Deveray was probably being intimidated by the big boss man. Just another scapegoat. The boss man of the Mono Group. You can't seriously mean Mr. Ernest Mono. That can't be right. It's probably just Detective Bad's personal hypothesis. What is he trying to do, suspecting Mr. Mono being involved with the smuggling ring? I suppose it would have been quite difficult to secure an acquittal after he confessed. But the man who killed CCU made Cochin was a completely different person. But since he's already been acquitted once of her murder, Mr. Faraday, how could you have let him go? If I remember correctly, I heard that Mr. Faraday had an important piece of evidence stolen from him. That wasn't Faraday's fault. It was mine. I wasn't vigilant enough. Faraday, Cece, I was supposed to protect them both. Tragic. Bad. Ugh. So sad. But even I was supposed to protect them. I fell into their trap. What kind of a trap? The holes in this jacket are a testament to that trap. Oh, shh. You mean you got lit up? And you survived? Look at that. One of those is behind his head. No. Only about half of these are from that case. Oh. But the reason I continue to wear this jacket is to remind myself of the lessons I learned from the KG8 incident. Golly, bro got shot up. I see I couldn't protect CCU, and the suspect was found not guilty. We had hit a brick wall, as far as the law was concerned. And that's when she came to the courtroom, the victim's sister. That's when I first met Callisto Yu. About when you first met Miss Yu, it was on the day of the verdict the KG8 incident was handed down, was it not? Yes, Faraday and I. We apologized to her from the bottom of our hearts. It was all we could do. But just saying you're sorry won't bring my sister back, she said. Then she gave me a hard slap across the face. Well, she certainly had a lot of self-control to stop at just a slap. Yeah, we know what you would do. Suppose not. You said it herself. That she never wanted to see either of us ever again. But after that, you've seen her many times over, correct? Yeah, Faraday and I, even after the KG8 incident had come to a close. We continued to hunt down the smuggling ring, and got involved in a variety of cases. But, no use, we cracked so many different cases. But the result was always the same. We couldn't find the real mastermind behind the ring. Is the ring really that big? It was in the pursuit of the ring that we met you once again. It was during another trial related to the smuggling ring. Also, I don't know if you guys are noticing. Look, he has like giant eyes here, but whenever he reaches into his jacket, they just become like a tiny, tiny dot. Like his irises just disappear. It was during another trial related to smuggling ring. Faraday was the prosecutor, and I, as the lead detective, took to the witness stand. She appeared out of the blue as a defense attorney. Her client was related to the smuggling ring, and she was defending them. Yeah. Was pursuing the ring as best she could as a lawyer. I think she defended Rel this time, for the same reason. Come to think of it, Miss Yu did say something to the same effect. On agenda. Still hunting for the leads. I was about to say, she was like, don't you dare. You're so naive, little girl. You never know if you have to help that. I could have stolen this lollipop from you. That's how naive you are. Just like us, you felt that she had to hit the limit of what the law could do. That's all. Little tiny slits. Tiny, tiny dots. Law is merely of two. There's no limit to it. Only the skill of the craftsman. You two are still too young. But one day, you'll know what I mean. But enough sidetracking. What matters is that we met you again in pursuit of the smuggling ring. That's all. So what was your relation to Mr. Faraday? You even seem to know Kay very well. I met him when he was a rookie prosecutor. Known him ever since. And Kay, I've known her since the day she was born. Faraday and I, we cracked quite a few cases together. But you seem to have made no progress at all in the Eureka suitcase. Ooh. Did we touch a nerve? No one knew more about the Agarsu than me and Faraday. That's why I was called upon to testify in today's trial. To prove that Rel was not the real Agarsu. Which I would have done if he hadn't turned around and accused Faraday. After the accusation, I was asked to testify, but this time to prove or disprove the accusation. I guess I won't be doing that either. Perhaps a bit more digging into the Yata Garçus was necessary. You claim to know much about the Yata Garçu. Would you care to share what you know with me? What you two should be looking for right now is proof of murderous intent towards Faraday and Rao. I agree. Which is exactly why I'm asking you about the Yata Garçu. Like the KG8 incident and the second KG8 incident. Both of these cases are tied to the smuggling ring. And in both of these cases, the witness who was to testify about the crime was murdered. But there's one point in which they differ. And that is the presence or absence of the great thief Yata Garçu. Mr. Rowe claimed to be the Yata Garçu, however, in the middle of the trial, he suddenly declared Mr. Faraday to be the real Yata Garçu. Then during the recess, they were both killed. Don't you find that to be the least bit odd? Miles Edgeworth, stop beating around the bush and just spit it out already. She said something like that, then it's like, oh, why don't you prove it? I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm quite fascinated. These two men suspected were both killed at the same time. Alright. Wow. What are your guesses for why they were killed at the same time? I believe that there must be some reason that the two men suspected being the Yata Garçu were both killed at the same time. Reason, huh? So in order to catch Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rowe's cold-blooded killer. I have a guess for why they were killed at the same time. But I'm interested to hear your theories as well. I feel that I need to learn as much as I can about the Yata Garçu. If it'll help you solve this case, then I'll tell you. I'll tell you the reason why we've never caught the Yata Garçu. What was that sudden outburst for? You almost made me whip you by accident. Whipped Miles instead. You still accidentally whipped me anyway. There are three main reasons why the Yata Garçu will always be one step ahead. First, the Yata Garçu always knows the exact location of the target object. Second, the Yata Garçu always knows exactly how to disarm the security system. Third, the Yata Garçu doesn't leave a single shred of evidence behind, ever. I see. So those are Yata Garçu's special traits. Sounds like an incredibly elusive thief. The Yata Garçu has never been caught on tape, never tries to draw anyone's attention, and would never do something as lowbrow as commit murder. That's how I knew that Rel wasn't the real Yata Garçu right away. But you can't use that sort of logic on its own to prove that he wasn't. Listen, little girl, I'm not done talking yet. What's different about this time was that evidence related to the smuggling ring was sent to the police. And the sender was none other than the one who infiltrated the Kodopian embassy. The Yata Garçu. The Yata Garçu sent the evidence. Till now, the Yata Garçu would always publicize any corrupt dealings through the mass media. But not this time. The evidence this time was something only Faraday and I, and a select few others, knew about. In that case, how can you be so sure that it was the Yata Garçu who sent it? That's easy. A special card that only the Yata Garçu uses was attached. That's how I can be so sure. Just what a sort of card is it? Here, take a look at this article. Whenever the Yata Garçu wants to publicize something, a white card is sent along with the stolen information. But when we questioned Rel about what was sent along with the white card, Rel had no idea what it was. And that's how Detective Bad knew that Mr. Rel was a phony. Thank you very much. I have a much better understanding of the Yata Garçu, because the killer figured one of them was the Yata Garçu. Agreed. That is also my thought processing, too. Excuse me, Agenda 4. His Honor would like to transfer the evidence from today's trial over to you. Bet. So if you could please head over to the courtroom, it'd be much appreciated, sir. I'll be there shortly. Detective Bad, what does the law mean to you? Finding the answer to that question is the only reason I'm still alive. I became a prosecutor to find the answer to that question myself. And to play a part in ensuring that all criminals everywhere are found guilty. Oh, it's you, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, don't you? His Honor's still a bit dispirited. For the first time today, I experienced what it's like to stand at the witness stand. And now have a greater appreciation for just how hard it is to give testimony. Well, there's no reason for you to be all depressed about it, Your Honor. As a judge, no one expects you to think about anything other than a verdict. Or just because there's no need to further depress His Honor. But I'm not trying to, Miles. Your Honor, I've come to collect the evidence that was to be transferred to me. Your Honor, the evidence. Your Honor! Oh, you, yes, how can I help you? I'd like to collect the evidence now, sir. Your Honor, do you think you can stay focused long enough to at least do your job? I'm sorry! And I would accept that the defense attorney has yet to arrive. She is busy with the investigation. So let's keep this brief, shall we? Very well. In that case, please confirm that all the pieces of the evidence are present. Furthermore, the evidence that was used in the murders of Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rao are also included, so please go ahead and use them in your investigation into their case. Understood, Your Honor. The pieces of evidence that were used in the murder of those two men. This could be a very good chance for me to find new leads regarding their case. Maybe even something that will finally lead me to the truth. With all the evidence over at the prosecutor's bench for you. So what's on the defense attorney's bench? So I see the prosecutor's bench. But that giant thing over there looks very fascinating. Quite fascinating. What is this? And it's just sitting here on the table. You know you can't just walk off with it, right? Of course I do. As you must have been caught off guard by our client's sudden accusation. Wonder how she would have defended Mr. Rowell in that case if he was still alive. This is the evidence related to today's Kodopian embassy trial from Mr. Faraday's that bag. The evidence bag was on the table in line with him too. Finally, we can take a look at the evidence, not just data about it. Let's be sure to be thoroughly examine them while we still have the time. I want to take a good look at all the evidence from the embassy murder too. Why is that? Because I still don't fully understand what today's trial was about. Don't point your crop at me just because you don't know something. And don't you try to order me around just because Papa chose you today. See, someone is still sore about not being picked by Mr. Montgomery. It's all so real to see the knife up close. So we have the knife, the gun, an envelope. What's this organizer doing here? Oh, that's right. I completely forgot to tell you. About what, Your Honor? They found Mr. Faraday's personal organizer inside that evidence bag of his. Dr. Bad requested it be passed along to you. He said it would help the investigation. Dr. Bad said that? What a strange stroke of luck. Well, never look a gift horse in the mouth. Might as well flip through it, too. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking cranny. Okay. I'm touching the knife first. It's a knife that was used to kill Miss Faraday. Who would have thought that such a beautiful piece of art could be used for such a cruel act? And it's never crossed your mind that you used your writing crop for the wrong purpose? This gun was originally used to kill Kodopian embassy staff member. When the crime was reported, responding police found Mr. Rao still holding it, which led to his immediate arrest. And then, this gun took the original shooter's life. Ironic. Doesn't seem to be anything else we can learn from this piece of evidence. Quite a quick look through these documents before trial started. Yeah, I didn't even have the ability to scan it. Yeah, I should explain it to you then. You should, perfectly in its entirety if you please. On the night of September 8th. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, I'm not reading all that. No, I have not. Yes, surveillance video the security took was played during the trial of Mr. Faraday. Clearly identified Mr. Rell on it, even the sound of the gunshot was crystal clear. The footage included sound, huh? I don't think I'd ever want to see the moment of someone's death in real life. Me neither. And yet, I do not see that tape. Where is the tape? Mr. Faraday's organizer. It appears he was in the habit of using it. Looks like he wrote a strategy for getting Mr. Rell convicted down here. Well, turn up that point. I've collected the evidence I need to prove that Rell was the killer. Between the handgun Rell had on him when he was arrested and the surveillance tape, I should be able to prove that he was the one. Where's the tape? It appears Mr. Faraday honestly believed that Mr. Rell was the killer in this case. The sound of his handgun going off was recorded with superb clarity on the surveillance video. I also have evidence that I can use to prove that Rell is not the real Yatagarasu. Interesting. No matter how he may try to play it, as long as I have the Yatagarasu's key, I can prove he's a phony. If I present him in court, it should clear everything up. What is this key? It's been a long battle. I hope that this will finally bring it to an end. Yeah. If only he knew that someone was going to claim that he was the bad guy. What are the chances? What a, insane, random, most Hail Mary play. Oh, yeah, I only did it because the prosecutor told me to do it. What are you talking about? Organizer is a clue straight from Mr. Faraday. Take my time and give it a thorough read later. What kind of nonsense? Look, there's a picture stuck between these pages. It appears to be a key. A rather ornate one at that. Just look at the design of the handle. Yeah, it's like some kind of weird, funky butterfly thing. Craftsmanship is superb. This be the Yatagarasu's key Mr. Faraday mentioned in his organizer. Yatagarasu's key. Detective had said something earlier. What's different about this time was that evidence related to the smuggling ring was sent to the police. And the sender was none other than the one who infiltrated the Kadopian embassy. The Yatagarasu. They sent evidence. I read all of this, and the game forces you to reread everything you last read. It wasn't even 5 minutes ago that I read this. It must have been 10 at this point. Oh! Wait. Mr. Faraday must have been trying to keep the secret key safe. As a prosecutor in both the Yatagarasu and smuggling cases, that's to be expected. That's odd. What is it? I don't see the key. Oh, well, yeah, he didn't mention anything about the knife. It certainly is odd. The weapon that was used to kill the Kadopian embassy staff member was the gun. But if that's the case, then where did the knife that was used to murder Mr. Faraday come from? Isn't it obvious? It was brought into the courthouse by Mr. Rell. No, the cops already said that he couldn't have brought it in. Yeah. Because he was already arrested and they took everything from him. Yeah. Furthermore, the suspect was handcuffed, making it impossible for him to bring a knife as large as this in time. In that case, how do you suppose this knife ended up inside the courthouse? Well, give me some time to think about it. The way you're telling me to think carefully. But while we're waiting, hey, you! I don't know if you've heard this today, but you're visible to somebody. Even if you feel invisible, know that someone sees you, that someone loves you, know that someone is rooting for you. And if you haven't already, you should like the content, because we're getting into the nitty-gritty. We're in the latter part. We're nearing the end of this case, I assume. you should share because we're in the nitty gritty. Ooh, this is the fun part. It's like sending someone the last 5 minutes of an epic fight or epic game. It's like, wow! You should comment because eventually we're going to be doing things where you can totally like give me your answers and I'll totally put your answers in there. And you should subscribe and turn on the notification bell because you never know when I'm going to go live and you don't want to miss out and then be confused later on. Alright, there's nothing related to the knife written anywhere in Mr. Faraday's organizer. However, it is a fact that this knife came from Mr. Faraday's evidence bag. Conversely, there's one item listed in Mr. Faraday's organizer that no one has claimed to have seen today. In order to solve this mystery, I believe I will need to take another good look at the evidence. Miles Edgeworth, can I take the fact that you have yet to answer me to mean that you don't have an answer for me? Actually, I do know the answer, Francesca. What? What is it? One of the pieces of evidence we've been holding has been hiding a secret of its own. And it was through this piece of evidence that the knife was brought into the courthouse. Alright. There we go. So, we got the we got the overview. Probably not that. We got Detective Gumshoe's testimony. Obviously not that. We got the handgun. And theoretically, it could be the handgun. Except for the fact that it is like giving me nothing to click on with the handgun. So, it is not the handgun. Alright. We got the knife. Which we can't even investigate. We got the fountain pen. Which we can investigate. Interesting. Oh. Could have been the bloody bag. Alright, let's check the bloody bag next. I don't suppose. It's the fountain pen. Okay. Alright, we got that. We already looked at that. It's probably not that. The bloody bag. Oh, we can explore the bloody bag. Let's see. It appears that this bag was actively used in the murder of Mr. Faraday. Wait. Isn't it possible that the killer left his fingerprints on the inside of them? This is them? Sorry, but it looks like the killer was very careful not to leave any evidence behind. Sounds like we have a very clever killer on our hands. Which means that, on second thought, maybe that detective didn't do it after all. I don't suppose there's anything else, okay? Alright, so, we have... Oh, okay. So, the pieces of evidence we have the gun, we have the knife. It's like none of these. Ignore all of this. Could be perfume, I guess. The organizer, which we looked through. Or it could be the key, which I also can't. I can examine it. All right. What are the thoughts we have? So, and it was through this piece of evidence that the knife was brought into the courthouse. We have the key. We have the knife, which doesn't make sense. We have the gun. We have the organizer. Yeah. What are we thinking? Those are like the only pieces of evidence that we had. Oh, and then there's surveillance tape that we don't have. Dang, smuggled the knife and the key. Let's go for it. That's the wrong button. Present. It would appear you are correct! Yes. Then my question is, how did you come to that conclusion? This is how the knife was brought into the courthouse. Yeah, you're not making any sense. You just need to look a bit closer for just to see what I mean. Alright, don't the color and ornamentation of the key's handle remind you of anything? They do remind me of the knife. Very good. Both the Yatagarasu's key in this photo and the murderous knife have this very unique design on their handles. Furthermore, even though Mr. Faraday mentions the Yatagarasu's key, the only object we found at the crime scene was the knife. You don't seriously mean to say the key is the knife? Which is what the viewers are saying as well, so... Now how do we prove that a knife is a key, and a key is a knife? Nothing like a good puzzle. Now then, let us examine the knife in a little more detail. Alright. It's the weapon that was used to kill Mr. Faraday. The handle and the blade itself both have. Press the key into the handle. The knife pops out the other side. Oh. Ooh. Do you have fancy key knives too? Or turn it. Let's see. You are actually fighting me. Oh wait, I can zoom out. Stop fighting me. Stop. Stop it. Aha! Dang it! Where's the key into the right? There's nothing like trying to figure out Wi-Fi connection loss. What is that even? Zoom out, bro. Okay. No. What if I just... Okay, that's what I clicked the first time. Oh, look at that! Can't believe it turned into a key. To think there was such tricks in this thing. The weapon used to kill Miss Faraday is actually the key the Yadigar Sue stole. This piece of evidence. Look at you, super smart! Super smart! I'm applauding. Woohoo! Very nice. It's possible that even he had no idea the key was holding a knife inside the blade. But if that's true, then only someone who knew about the key to knife trick could have killed Mr. Faraday. Even among law enforcement, this key was top secret. We're looking for someone who knew even more about the key than even Mr. Faraday. Meaning that the only person it could be is the one who sent the key in the first place. The great thief Yadigar Sue. Sheesh. And maybe Mr. Rel really was. Which was a fan theory earlier on. Whoa. Oh, really? Especially since Mr. Faraday was absolutely convinced that Mr. Rel was not the Yadigar Sue. As the detective had said earlier. Whoa. The fan theories. They're coming to life. They're no longer becoming controversial. Or conspiracy. Oh gosh. Someone else in the person is the real Yadigar Sue. Seems that this key is truly the key to solving this case. Sheesh. That's odd. We're short one piece of evidence. And the piece that's missing is the surveillance video that was played in court. Surveillance video? How could a piece of evidence just disappear? Where'd it go? The video is showing the moment in which Mr. Rel committed the murder. Where could it have gone, indeed? Are you done with your inspection of the evidence? I suppose. However, Your Honor, I am missing a single piece of prosecutorial evidence. Your Honor, were you derelict in your duties? What? No, I dare not lick my duties. But I brought Mr. Faraday's whole bag with me from the crime scene. Maybe the tape is still somewhere at the crime scene. I mean, maybe it's under the couch. There's something wrong here. Something about this missing piece of evidence. It would appear that for me to find the answers I seek, I'll have to pay another visit to the scene of the crime, defendant lobby number 2. Whoa! Look at that! Is that a young Wolfie? It's in the TV at the crime scene. Well, it was on. It's a very good, it's very real possibility. That's Detective Bad, but who is he with? He's with Wolfie! So did you find it? No, not yet, and I've looked everywhere. I see. Well then, please continue with the search. Understood. I'll continue the search. Huh. So you're the one running this show. Prosecutor's like, you shouldn't even be allowed at the crime scenes. How dare you? Just who do you think you are? Bro saw him one time say, run the hands, and then walked away. What was that all about, and who was that man just now? Ah, look at all those bullet holes. Insane. Golly, bro got lit up. Does he even know that we're standing right here behind him? I know, you're standing right behind me. What do you want? Kids. Looks like you were paying attention after all. Of course I was. I have eyes in the back of my head. Nah, so that mirror isn't for vanity's sake. It's for him to keep an eye out. Oh no! Whew! Jeez. Imagine what kind of life you've led that you have to keep a mirror in front of your face just in case someone sneaks up behind you. He's Agent Lang. He's trying everything he can to revive the lost honor of his family. He's traveling the world to study different philosophies of entertainment from scratch. By visiting various police departments around the world, he has a lot of dedication. He's still just a rookie cop, but I sense a strong grudge of some sort from him. The guy's more useful than Gumshoe, even if he is rude. Well, he sure has a lot of guts to come to this country and give prosecutors a hard time. I agree, however, I can think of one young lady that statement also applies to. Wait, what was the agent looking for, Detective Bad? Really, that little girl was poking around in lobby number 1 as well. I said before, it's got nothing to do with the two of you. Highly doubt that it has nothing to do with me. Fine, if this is the game I must play, then I'll take this opportunity. Are you, like, asking me to do something? Oh, look at that! Ladder, the final testimony! Ah! Let's go! Is he the final testimony? Like, am I cross-examining him? Earlier you were in lobby number 1, and now you're here in lobby number 2. You're quite the busy man, Detective Bad. Multiple returns to a crime scene bring about success. That's what we detectives say. I see. In that case, you wouldn't mind if I asked about what happened again, correct? I don't have anything left to say to you, boy. Ugh! Boy! You'll see, I will draw my answer from you one way or another. Would it kill you to help us even a tiny bit in our investigation? I gave Faraday's notebook to the judge earlier. That's help enough, don't you think? Bro was doing the bare minimum. We're asking for just a bit more of your cooperation. Don't push me, kid. As I begin to push. What if I just show you the key? Like, then what? What are you gonna do if I do that? Takes me back. Look at that. Did you know the existence of the item in this photograph? Of course I did. It's my job to know everything related to the Yatagara's suitcase. In that case, let me ask you something. Did you know that the knife that killed Mr. Faraday and this Yatagara's key are one and the same? Look at that. I could have wrote this. That's impossible. I guess it wasn't you then. Looks like you didn't know after all. This piece of evidence, which we call the Yatagara's key, is actually a well-camouflaged knife. Mr. Faraday was planning to use this Yatagara's key to prove that Mr. Rell was not the real Yatagara's. Isn't that correct? I guess so. But Mr. Faraday had no idea that it was, in fact, a knife. Yeah, I have to admit, neither one of us knew that fact. And if neither of us knew, then no one in law enforcement knew either. How did we miss something as big as this? Because y'all are not good at your jobs, but that's okay! Presume that this key is what you were searching for. Dang! Caught you slipping on the first try! Why were you searching for it? Because I promised Faraday. I promised that I'd protect the key with my life. But after he was killed, the key disappeared from Faraday's evidence bag. Who would have thought that the key is what took Faraday's life? Detective Bad. So we may find the truth. Please testify for me once more. What's this? Okay. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Detective Bad. I ask that you please testify once more about what happened in lobby number 2 and what you experienced in lobby number 1. The answer's still the same. And this is the last time I'm going to do this. It's fine, because I only need this one last time to clear everything up. And find the truth behind this case. Why am I oh, hey man, I guess you gotta interrogate everybody at some point, you. Okay, let's go. You're in lobby number 1 talking with you. You're talking about some trivial things. I heard the gunshot right before the trial was about to reconvene. When we heard it, you and I immediately dashed out into the hallway together. I saw Gumshoe goofing around there, and then we all ran into lobby number 2. Yep, it sounds the exact same. Where I feel that we have yet to draw out all the information that we can. Alright, people. This is the reason I say comment. We got 5 sections. This is the final testimony. Do you think Officer Bad did it?
Hold it!
I don't think so. I don't know how he could have. And also, why am I still missing that life? That sucks. I never got a chance to heal it. Who knows? She just said that she had something she wanted to talk to me about. And we walked into lobby number 1 together. That's all. It remains the same as before, I see. I don't think Bad did it.
Hold it!
I don't think Bad did it either. Well, we're kind of running out of people to, like, pin the murder on. And it says run the ladder, the final testimony. So, it's gotta be somebody. Oh, wow. Pressing him is not going to be fun. I heard the gunshot right before the trial was about to reconvene.
Hold it!
Until you got their gunshot, did you notice anything else that was out of the ordinary? I didn't hear any other strange sounds until that gunshot. The gunshot Detective Brad heard was really the one from the murder. That would give that other piece of evidence an entirely different meaning. What? What did he say? I didn't hear any other strange sounds until that gunshot. Okay. So I have an idea. I'm curious to hear what you're thinking as well. But I'm like, okay, so this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking about the balloon because it popped. And the judge heard it pop from across the way. But he's saying he didn't hear any other strange sounds until that gunshot. Well, why didn't he hear the balloon pop? So what are we thinking? Yay or nay? I mean, push come to shove, I saved it. So it's okay to be wrong. We have plenty of leeway. Oh, the balloon is so smart. Okay, let's go for it. Every once in a while, I do it right. The same color as the one that Kay was holding. Oh, so you knew about that girl's balloon. Yeah, I was sitting with her up in the gallery. During the recess, just before we split up, I filled that balloon up for her, so he's really cheap at it. As you may have already surmised, this piece did indeed come from Kay's balloon. So, I hope this leads to us figuring out why Gumshoe heard a gunshot and did nothing until Bad showed up. Well, it sounds like as soon as the gunshot went off, Bad came out and grabbed Gumshoe. So they it kind of was like an immediate. Also, I don't know if Gumshoe would actually know what to do if he heard a gunshot at this point anyway, because this is his first detective case. He's not the brightest. What are you getting at? This fragment was found in the hallway right in front of lobby number 2. Furthermore, it was the sound of this balloon popping that the judge mistook as a gunshot. Oh, so the sound the judge heard was not actually a gunshot, huh? On top of that, his honor said that he heard the balloon pop about 20 minutes before the trial was to reconvene. Yes, which means that his honor heard the balloon pop in the hallway when you were in lobby number 1, Detective Bad. And if you were in lobby number 1 at that time, you were close enough that you should have heard the balloon popping as well. So, Bad said it was less than a minute after the gunshot that he got to the room. The way he phrased it sounded like it wasn't instant. It was probably instant. He's a cop who's been shot at multiple times. Gumshoe's new. And goofy. He might have just panicked. And then Bad had to grab him and go. I don't think it was really I feel like, because both him and you were in there and they both are lawyers, They definitely know what gunshot sounds like. I don't know if Gumshoe does, because Gumshoe doesn't even use his gun. 7 years later. Bro don't even use it. Like, he barely recognized it in the first case that we had. I don't think, yeah. The crackling of the truth is louder than the sound of your sweet naivete cracking. As if you kids don't seem to know, let me fill you in on something. Did you ever stop to think why the doors and walls of this place seem so rugged? It's because they were designed to keep secrets from being leaked. What is that supposed to mean? The doors and walls are super thick. The window panes are double layered. To top it all off, even the curtains are made of a special sound-absorbing material. Hey! Then you mean, this place, the walls, do not have ears. So I was shut up inside level 1. There's no way I could hear the sound. Well, if that's the case, how'd you hear a gunshot? That means that Scruff-Face's testimony is completely useless. If the rooms were soundproof, then of course he wouldn't hear any sign of a struggle. That's also why it's only natural that I didn't hear the balloon popping. Now, do you get it, kids? Miles, I thought we were supposed to be the ones finding flaws in his logic. Not the other way around. The other way around? It's not possible to hear the sound of a balloon popping as if one were in lottery number 1. However, if we examine the situation in reverse, the person standing in the hallway should not be able to hear the real gunshot either. Oh, wait a second. Maybe Gumshoe didn't even hear the gunshot. To answer your question. Maybe that's why he was doing nothing, because he didn't actually hear the gunshot in the first place. So then, yeah, how did you hear the gunshot? I mean how. I just did. Oh, yeah, okay. See, you're asking good questions. I'm over here trying to, like, fill stuff in. You're like, oh yeah, just logically, let me just explain that away. Nope. You're asking valid questions. Never doubt your questions. Yep. Yeah, I knew the Gumshoe wasn't that incompetent. Hey, look. The characters in this world are ridiculous. Yeah, but that's on me. I shouldn't be doubting Gumshoe that much. Guess I'm more out of it from Faraday's murder than I thought. Which means what exactly, Miles? In the end, what does it all boil down to? It boils down to this. There must be a reason as to how Detective Bad and Gumshoe heard a gunshot they theoretically couldn't have. Looks like we need to examine the state of the crime scene again, huh? The state of the crime scene. Wait! Can it be? It's that ultra-strong perfume you wear. Oh, whoa, I haven't done logic in like, I don't know how many episodes. Golly! Been way too noisy. Surveillance video? How could a piece of evidence just disappear? Way to go. Alright, people. We're logicking, and I don't have a chance to pause. So, I'm curious. What are you thinking? So we got lobby number 2 window. No human can climb through the barred windows. The scent of flowers in the air. Dissipating the smell. Window in lobby number 1 was open to allow the perfume you spilled to dissipate. Missing evidence in loud TV. Alright, loud TV. Missing evidence. Connect! Let's see. Wait! Hello! It was a good try! Okay! What does this actually say? It was set to an incredibly high volume, where the surveillance tape from Mr. Faraday's bag disappeared to you. What? Well, it could be that it could be once we connect things that something else will appear. Let's try lobby number 2 and dissipating smell. Okay, let's try that one first and see if something else pops up for us to mess with. Simply not possible for killer escape, and yet the fragrance of the perfume man. Okay, the window in the smell. Why didn't you say that? Like, oh, wait. Yeah, you already said that. Yeah, you're good. Okay, so here you go. Open windows. Alright, now let's see. So, I guess very loud TV and the open window. Yay, nay? Because it could be open windows and missing evidence. What are we thinking? Yay or nay? But I do agree. I thought it would have been the loud TV and the missing evidence, but what do I know? Ace Attorney has its own mind. Now then, what else besides the smell can go both in and out of an open barred window? The answer is sound. So no matter how carefully the killer was, if the windows were open, the jig would be up. And since the windows of both defendant lobby number 1 and the hallway were open, that explains how the sound of a gunshot could be heard in both locations. Okay, so we have no other option but this. Where did it originate? Well, maybe from the missing evidence. Okay, people. This still doesn't actually tell us who killed the person, though. Shows the moment in which Mr. Rell killed the embassy staff member. The sound of a gunshot left quite an impression on me when it was played during the trial. The video should have been returned to Mr. Faraday's evidence bag for recess. Let me save, because when was the last time I did that? Also, there's just no way we're getting our health back. It's fine. I don't need that anyway. I'm not blaming the audience either, because I messed up earlier. It's possible that the tape is still here in this room. Eureka! Evidence that the missing evidence... What? What did you... The evidence that the missing evidence created for me. It's a gunshot sound that no one should have been able to hear in the first place. Miles, what have you been thinking about? I don't know. Not wasting time thinking, and let's start looking again. It's not a waste of time to think, for I figured out where we should look. And where would that be? I believe we should examine the television. TV. Well, you kids have fun. Go ahead and examine whatever you would like. Begin investigation. Can I get my health back? Darn it. Let's do the TV first. Although we totally should just touch the VCR. You mean when Scruffy turned the television on, right? Actually, come to think of it, I don't think Detective Gumshoe actually touched the television at all. Furthermore, it seemed more like when a video feed suddenly stops. At least it did to me. I wonder where that is. It's Blunt TV Productions. It's a video player, and there seems to be a videotape inside. It looks like it. The tape must have stopped on its own when it reached the end. This tape, could it not be the missing surveillance tape? I suppose, but let's rewind it. Okay, in order to use this, alright, in case you've never seen a VCR tape, you have to rewind it all the way back to the beginning. There is no main menu. You have to rewind it. All the way back. All the way back. 30 minutes from the start of the tape. So you gotta rewind it all the way back. And you're basically looking at the movie in reverse. This is the footage of Mr. Rose shooting the embassy staff member. I knew it. Missing piece of evidence in the surveillance video was here all along. Oh, look at that. Look at that. It's a tape. In case you've never seen that before. It's not a CD. It's not a iPhone. Look at that. Look at that. With this, I think we can figure out the trick behind the double murder. Do you mean that you figured it all out then? Everything except the murderer. Yes, all I have to do now is show what the gunshot detective Bad and Gumshoe heard, and through where they heard it from. Fine, in that case, show me what you've deduced. Oh, are you making me do a deduce thing? That makes no sense. I could easily just present it. Why are you making me do this? Boy, the way I feel a sneeze. It's just a ferocious sneeze, too. Yeah. Yes. Unless this is not right. Okay, yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, that was really easy, so I was like, oh wait. I believe that piece may actually be proof. Ah! Oh no! Messed up! Oh no! I gotta say, there's a lot of detective work for a prosecutor. Dang, nabbit! Wrong job, lol. I need to calm down and think it through once more. What am I supposed to be doing? Now, to show what the gunshot detectives Bad and Gumshoe heard and where they heard it from. Are you just telling me to deduce the dang window? There's no way it's deduce the window. I probably should reload. Wait, I missed it. Did you deduce the window in the tape? No, I did not deduce the window in the tape. That would have been intelligent, most likely, right? Yep. Yeah. No, I deduced the TV in the tape. Yeah. Yeah. It is what it is. Whatever would have happened in reality was Detective Gumshoe and Detective Bad and Miss U, all three of them heard the gunshot. Well, the windows in lobby number 1, number 2, and the hallway were open, so naturally the people in those locations could hear it. But then why would the criminal open the window in the first place? To allow the gunshot to be heard, I suppose. Correct. It's the only logical conclusion we could draw from this. But why was that necessary in the first place? I want a real answer, Miles. I demand satisfaction. Very well. I believe that the killer wanted to manipulate our perception of a certain fact. Alright. Which are you thinking? The A, B, or C? The crime scene, when the crime took place, or the murder weapon? A, B, or C? When it took place. And let's hope the killer wanted to fabricate the time of death to their perceived wishes. He used a gunshot and surveillance video to do so. Killer had plenty of time to stage stuff. Oh, yeah. So that's why the tape was left running. You mean the gunshot I heard was from this video? Yes, which means that the murders really occurred at an earlier time than we thought. Of course they did, because they always occur at an earlier time. It never happens at the exact same time that you find stuff. Never! Ever! It must have been during the recess, but before Detective Gumshoe was on the guard duty. Someone who has no alibi for that time period and planned this crime out in advance. That person is the real killer. Can I get my oath back? Thank you. It happened before Gumshoe got there. It did. And we got her health back. That's accurate. Oh, we got a guess for is it you? Speaking of you, she's asking for you. She says that she's identified the murderer. Unless you still investigating something. Understood. She said she found the murderer. It appears that the time has come to uncover the truth. Oh, to be continued. Oh, for sure. Prepare yourself, hold on to your butts. What does it say? Confrontation former. Confrontation former? How many times am I gonna confront this chick? We're gonna end this. We're gonna beat this episode. Let's go. Ooh, and you're behind the lawyer bench. Really, don't you think you should be behind the witness stand? Oh, look at the baby. Baby, what are you doing here? Oh, hello, mister. I'm still investigating. But the object you're looking for has already... Okay, don't mind it. Please continue with your investigation. Okay, you got it. Detective Bad, haven't we already found what you were looking for? If it means I can keep her in the dark just a little longer. Any little task will do. Oh, you're more sympathetic than I thought. Wow, we're actually going behind... Oh, that's what's up. Okay. The first time we've actually done anything in the court this entire game. In our rightful spots. Let's go. Wasn't that when we placed Detective Gumshoe under arrest? I think we've more than solved this case already. Don't you? We'll see, it all depends on whether or not your logic holds. Oh, I see, we even have a viewer in the gallery, and... Why, even Mr. Bad is here. A viewer. I'm hardly just a bystander. I have a duty to see this case through to the end. For Faraday. No matter how it turns out. I don't think he's reaching for his mirror right now. Anyway, I thought you might like to hear what I've slaved away to find out. Taking statements on every single person's movements during the time when our suspect was in the hallway. I also confirmed that there is no possible route of escape from lobby number 2. Therefore, the killer must without a doubt be Detective Gumshoe. And that's all you have? Yeah, that's all there is to my conclusion in this case. Sorry, but I beg to differ. In a trial, there's always time for rebuttal, and we are standing in a court of law. It'd be more than appropriate to follow the rules of the court in this case, don't you think? Absolutely like a rookie to think such a thing. Alright, I'll play along and give you a proper testimony. If my logic is correct, then I've already won. All I have to do now is to prove it by showing who the real killer is. I mean, we really don't have anyone else. It's either Yatagarasu or it's you. Or you is the Yatagarasu. But I doubt that, because her sister died in the last Yatagarasu case. See you. Now it's just proving that it's you. Aha! Pun on! That's a pun. Yep. I didn't read any of those words. There's no need to confront her logic head on right now. As she said, focus on drawing out any trump card she has up her sleeve. Ooh, Miles, look at this. Your first battle against a lawyer. First of many. Alright, everybody. Everyone stands a suspect has an alibi. Why don't you just say with except or besides? Like, of all the words to use, a suspect. But I thought that Detective Gumshoe's alibi has already been proven. You joking, Edgeworth? I assure you this is no joke. Look, I know you heard from the judge earlier that the detective was in the hallway with Miss Faraday's daughter eating a Swiss roll. Yes, that's correct. But see, that was 20 minutes before the real gunshot went off, right? And the problem is, there's no one else who can corroborate what he did since the snacking. Oh, interesting. Which means that I should focus on drawing out whatever trump card she's holding. Furthermore, the areas around the crime scene have all been thoroughly investigated, right?
Hold it!
Whether they have been thoroughly investigated or not is for me to decide. Yeah, Edgeworth, please, she's just gonna make fun of you no matter what you do. She's a bully. Anyway, even if you have... And because he claimed to be there, that makes him the only possible suspect. But isn't it also possible that someone escaped through a window? No, Edgeworth. Yeah, Edgeworth, no. This first place everyone looks silly. The police aren't a bunch of lazy bums. They looked into every possibility, you know. Isn't that right, Mr. Bad? Yeah. There wasn't a scrap of evidence to suggest someone used one of the windows. There also weren't any footprints or anything in the courtyard garden. Why are you pausing? I also confirmed that there is no possible escape route from lobby number 2. I don't even know why I'm pressing this. Be absolutely positive that there are no possible routes of escape. Of course I'm sure. Why are you so certain? It's the courthouse, the place where criminals are brought to be judged. If there was an escape route, I'm sure every criminal would be using it to escape. You're spitting right now. That actually, yeah, that did make a lot of sense. So just... Oh. You didn't deserve it! No! Which leaves us with one unshakable conclusion that... Yeah, what the heck am I supposed to present here? Give me something, game. There's still too many unanswered questions. For example, who was it that placed the gun in Mr. Faraday's hand? Yeah, no, yeah, you're just... Yeah, we could just say it's Gumshoe. Yeah, that's true. That's possible. Yeah. I could, yeah. Edgeworth. I'm not about to let her get a rise out of me with such a flippant statement. I suppose we've really reached the end now. I already have my trump card ready. All that remains to play it. Stop playing with me. Before I do, I think I should inquire into a little something about her argument. Oh, thank goodness. You said earlier that you confirmed the alibis of every person other than the suspect. However, I don't recall either Francesca or myself speaking with you about the suspect. But they're a witness. For you, there is your mentor who gave you an alibi. I see. As for little Missy, she came to the courthouse during the recess and was stopped by a security guard at the door to the hallway. She gave him quite a whipping for that, or so I heard. And the daughter of Manfred von Karma. And I will not be forcibly stopped by a guard or a bailiff or anyone else. This chick. And so basically the only reason Francesca bothered to show up today was because she found out that I was to be the replacement prosecutor. By the way, Miss Yu, what about everyone's alibis before Detective Gumshoe was assigned to guard duty? What about him? Have you looked into what people were doing during that span of time? What kind of idiot do you take me for? It doesn't matter when the killer went into lobby number 2. From the time we heard the gunshot to the time Mr. Bad and I arrived at the scene as we dashed from lobby number 1. The only person who could have committed the crime was Detective Gumshoe. Yes, let's talk about when you and Detective Bad heard that gunshot, shall we? Oh, thank you, game. Oh gosh, you're just giving me so much hope. However, what if the crime had occurred at an entirely different time than when that gunshot you heard went off? What then? Oh! The exclamation point. That always tells you something.
Objection.
Sadly, your explanation is very lacking, Edward. Ooh, we're going against the lawyer. Ooh-wee! Look!
Take that.
Okay. Boy, I really tried to stop that. I wanted to pause, but this game, the system, you cannot pause it if it's mid-sentence. Gah! Spare the tape of Mr. Rowell, the prosecution. So I voted in the video player in lobby number 2 that was connected to the large television that had its volume all turned all the way up. Can honestly mean that the sound we heard was the gunshot in the video. Ah, but I do, which leads me to my next point. The murders occurred much earlier than when anyone heard the gunshot. Ooh. Ooh. Whoa. She's doing extra options. When they start doing extra movements, you know something's off. You done struck a chord. All the way up and let the video to play. Yeah, but can we prove that you did? Play from the beginning, it would take 30 minutes, and since we now know that this method of time manipulation is possible, it opens up the possibility that the killer is someone other than Detective Gumshoe. Sounds from the television doesn't amount to much here. But of course, Mr. Prosecutor Edgeworth and Little Miss Montcalm I already knew that much from the very beginning, right? Of course we did. Didn't we, Miles? There's no point in lying, people. Of course, I'm not about to admit we had no idea of until only a little while ago. That's right, and if the rooms are soundproof, then we should not have been able to hear it. And yet, we heard the gunshot as clear as day. And that's it in the story. But that's not. Ooh, she was nervous. I usually would ask you guys to be like, you know, what do you think? But I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually, like, super into the game right now. Yeah. It is that despite the fact that both rooms have air conditioners installed, the window was open in each. Now we know that the window in lobby number 2 was opened by the killer. However, window in lobby number 1 was also open.
Objection.
Plus, this is stuff we went through together, so I don't necessarily need to ask you, is the window open? Like, this window together.
Objection.
It's not one where it's like, actually need to test, like, you know, or like I'm like tripping and like need help. Why was the window open in lobby number 1? The answer is that a certain person did something to cause the window to be open. Oh, see, this is what I can ask you guys for. Sure. Why was the window open? Right? That's just a test of, like, memory. Do you remember why the window was open, right? The real killer in this double murder is... Oh! Alright. You check this.
Take that.
Yeah, we're blaming you. And one of the viewers already texted this in there, so I can say that. Look, it's right there. I'm looking at the comments right there. You went to, ooh! Mess up your makeup. Why do you think she is the killer? I don't. The comments do. No, I'm just kidding. It's clearly you. Because she's the only one who could have done it. Literally, everyone has an alibi. Ha 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 ha. Of course I do, Edward. What did I say? I have no idea if I said it. I'm going against the lawyer in the courthouse. This is so great! Although I never thought things would spiral into this. But I hope you know I'm enjoying this dance quite a bit. Guess this means it's time for my own rebuttal now, right? Alright, now this is the part where I ask for help. argued that the window was open. However, do you have proof that I was the one who did it? Furthermore, do you have proof that the tape was used in committing the crime? Frankly, I'm shocked at you for going around accusing people of murder like this. Especially with logic as full of holes as yours. Yep. It happened before it comes you got there. Now's the time to put the patented Von Karma perfect proof to the test. Yeah, perfect proof? I don't think so. But, let's go. You argue that the window was open. If you feel like you know which one it is, / the evidence too, you know, you can go 1, 2, 3, 4 for like which of these like spots. Like this would be 2, and then this is 1, and then if you know which evidence is 2, like you could just go ahead and type that in chat. Let me know. Until then, we will press.
Hold it.
Evidence. All I need to do is have some prints analyzed and we know straight away. Be my guess. Yeah, because Bad's the one who opened the window. Yeah, why was someone else forced to open the window? Why don't I try presenting that piece of evidence? I have nothing to lose. Yeah, we got all our health back. We have nothing to lose. Importantly, are you going to be okay not running a fingerprint analysis? Yes, I'll be fine. Oh, well in that case, I'll just continue with my testimony, alright? Furthermore, do you have proof that the tape was used in committing the crime? I thought I just proved that it was. You sure you proved that the tape was there at the scene of the crime? However, that doesn't prove that it was actually used in said crime. Unfortunately for you, Miss Yu, the fact that the tape was there at the crime scene is in itself very important. How so? By the very existence of that tape at the crime scene, it proves the possibility that the when of the crime could have been fabricated. That possibility alone renders all alibis and witness reports irrelevant. Basically, it means that we will need to re-examine every person's movements again. Whether the tape was used in the crime or not, that we can reevaluate afterwards. Ooh. So in conclusion, you're admitting that you can't prove that it was at this point. Do I need to press these two? I don't think I do, but just in case. I don't want the game to be like, oh, you didn't open up a new sheet, you had to say something specific. I see you're not laughing for a change. Because I'm shocked. Again, you being shocked is of no concern to me. Let us continue with the testimony. You shouldn't go around accusing people. Especially with logic. Yeah, let's see. Is there anything that you're going to open up for me, or am I just presenting that piece of evidence? Should I take that to mean you're just a sore loser? No matter how full holes my logic may be right now, if I plug them one at a time, I'll ultimately make my way to the truth. What a paradox. Take care not to fall into one of those holes before you fill it up. Called you to spot. Miles, you remember, don't you? About why a window in lobby number 1 was open? Yes, of course I do. That's how I'll attack. Present the reason why the window had to be open. Wait. Save! Wrong button. At 1%.
Objection!
Oh, those are beautiful events. I'm sure you've seen this before, haven't you? Edgeworth, I never knew you were into wearing that kind of perfume. Not exactly what I'd recommend for boys, you know. This isn't mine. That's right, it's mine, and I received it from Detective Bad, you see. Miss Yu, you can pretend all you like, but we know at least this much is for sure. That you were the one who gave this bottle of perfume to Detective Bad. And that you're super easy rising, right? So what about the perfume? In lobby number 1, you made a big show of spilling some of this perfume. That's according to Detective Bad. Oh, I know. You also knew that if you spilled it, he wouldn't actually move to open a window.
Objection!
Come now, I've already told you that's all just a big coincidence. After we opened the window in lobby number 1, I just left it open, you know. So maybe it was just dumb luck that we heard the gunshot through the window.
Objection!
The timing of when you were going to spill the perfume was something you could control. The most important fact about this case is when people were made to hear the shot. Yeah. You mean... Miss, you were the one who called Detective Bad in lobby number 1 when you saw him bring Detective Gumshoe into the hallway, is that correct? I wonder if she'll crack here. Accused me of murder on the fact that I spilled a little perfume. Let me say this much. I couldn't have killed Mr. Faraday. Yeah. Let's get into the real stuff. Yeah, let's get into it. She got some big old eyes. Accusing someone of murder over a spilled bottle of perfume was a bit over the top. I suppose forgery this is to be expected of a disciple of Von Karma. In case, it simply could not have been me who killed Mr. Faraday. After all, I don't even know where the knife that was used to kill him came from. I would say we can't prove that she knew about the knife. We can't prove that she killed him yet. How do we prove that she killed him? Oh, we're in the ladder. Oh, bet. Oh, bet. It's totally almost over.
Hold it!
Boy, I thought this would be long. Cool. I think I already explained the significance of that earlier. You only confirmed that I did spill some perfume. That's all. You didn't confirm that she actually did it. She accused me of murder based on a simple spill. Don't you dare complain when I sue you for defamation of character. Do as you like. But as for me, I believe. You believe? I believe that you were the true culprit in this case. You're enthusiastic. Of course I should have guessed. Have you know that I've never forged evidence a day in my life? I request that you desist in your attack on my mentor. Yes. There is no proof that he's forged evidence, but it's like 100% positive that he has forged evidence. Don't let her get to you. Why are you speaking like that? Oh, why'd you have to ruin my fun? Or shall I continue? In case it simply could not have been me who killed Mr. Faraday. Why exactly could you have not killed him? You're such an impatient man. I'm not really into that, you know it. Preferences have no bearing on what is at hand. Yeah, Miles is not looking at any women.
Objection!
It's you. You will desist. Desist. Desist? Miles, if you're gonna lose your cool, then I won't show you any mercy. Sorry. As you please continue with your testimony.
Hold it!
Here we go. This Rachel will inevitably escape. You're like, dang, Invisible. You save like every 2 seconds. Bro, stop interrupting the show. She must have known about the existence of the knife. Sorry, Miss Yu. Maybe you weren't aware. However, the knife that was used to kill Mr. Faraday was taken from his evidence bag. Miles, what do you think you're doing? I'm drawing the truth out of her, that's what I'm doing. Yeah, I don't recall a knife being presented at the trial earlier today. I suppose that's because the evidence was something Mr. Faraday had yet to use. And so that's what you're trying to do. Look, why don't you cut it out with the lies? I've already figured you out. There was no knife inside Mr. Faraday's evidence bag. The only evidence he had yet to present was the key the Yatagarasu had took. And unless a key can magically turn into a knife, you really don't have a leg to stand on. Wait, did I just get you? I think I just got you. Now the question is, do I present the key or do I present the knife? Alright, do I present the key or the knife? What are you thinking? Knife, weapon used to kill Faraday, has secret ability to change into key the Yatagarasu sent. Knife, key. A photo of the key the Yatagarasu sent. It turned into a knife. Knife or key? What are we thinking? Knife. Key. The physical thing. Oh, duh. Makes sense.
Objection!
Smart! Super smart. This is a picture of the... I just dislike that I click on one thing and then it immediately shows another piece of evidence. Whereas if I would have chose that evidence, it would have been wrong. Which means that that was inside Miss Invisyble. Was both the Yatagarasu's key and the murderous knife. You knew that the key was inside Miss Faraday's bag, did you not? Yes. Well, with the Yatagarasu's key alone, it's more than possible to kill Miss Faraday. Wait.
Objection!
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I caught you in a lie earlier. Because if it was yet to be presented, like, I don't know. Should she know about it? I know lawyers and, like, prosecutors talk about evidence and stuff beforehand, too. But, like, I don't know. I feel like that one was something he really wouldn't have talked about. But I guess if he's going to present evidence to the court, you probably should show the lawyer. I mean, Mr. Von Conner, I've heard some very interesting rumors about it. Yo, she's trying to, like, fallacy you, bro. Don't give into it. There you go. Wow, who knew there was such a trick to this thing? Are you satisfied now? But of course, you knew from the very beginning, didn't you? You knew that the knife and the Yatagarasu's key are one and the same. Otherwise, someone like you who isn't a member of law enforcement and who would never have been privy to this trick would have never known about it to begin with. Furthermore, the something that the Yatagarasu sent to the police. How did you have knowledge as to what it was? Actually, I heard it from Mr. Faraday. Just before he dragged Mr. Rell off, he told me. Oh, that's right, I almost forgot. He also told me about the key turning into a knife at that time. But he didn't tell me about how the key actually transformed.
Objection!
What are you saying? Oh, because he doesn't know. He couldn't have told you. Because he did not know. Otherwise, bro would not have let himself get caught so bad.
Objection!
She got a deep voice. And something of this importance be better left to oral communication.
Objection!
Unfortunately, that's also impossible. Because Detective Bad didn't know about the knife aspect either. Would have been highly classified information, even within the police force. And it's something that even the lead detective on the case didn't know. Why would Mr. Faraday have felt the need to share such important information with the opposition? Yeah, I guess he wouldn't have much of a reason to. Looks like I gave a pretty lame excuse, huh? How can you laugh at a time like this? Sounds right. Miss Yu, I'd like to state that I also know how you know the real nature of the knife. Do you now? Why don't you put your money where your mouth is and show me? behind the Yatagarasu's key. Only one person would have had knowledge of it from the get-go. Who would know from the start that the Yatagarasu's key could change into a knife. Alright! We're nearing the end. Who could know? Manfred, the Yatagarasu, Dada's the child. He didn't know. You're dead. Yeah.
Take that!
There's only one person who would have known about the dual nature. So are we saying that she is the Yatagarasu? Does that make sense? Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Because if that's the case, why did she kill Faraday and Mr. Rao? Oh. Let's see. Oh. Is she confessing? Oof. She might be confessing. I would have thought that you, as a stupid rookie prosecutor, would see through me. You're sending the biggest chill down my spine right now, Edgeworth. I was feeling a thrill. It's even greater than when I sneak into someplace. You killed Faraday, but why did you do it? Answer me, Callisto, you. That's not my real name. Because my real identity is, yes, the great thief Yatagarasu. Let me tell you something, Edgeworth. Mr. Faraday was one difficult man to deal with. For you see, he had discovered my true identity. Oh. Where I knew she had an issue. Yeah, yo, this is just taking a turn for like... Yeah, agreed. The what? Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, we're just gonna save. I don't even know what's going on at this point. Like, what is this game? Yeah. And I would be reading, but I'm sorry, I'm enjoying the movie. Oh wait, I get it. What do you get? You two get down. Oh, that girl got down quick. Miles. Oh no. Are you going to do PTSD? Oh. Oh, thank goodness for the baby. The only way to get to the smuggling ring to avenge her sister was to join the ring and to destroy it from the inside. Interesting. Yeah, that girl booked after the killer. That's a gunshot. Who got shot? Because the law failed. Yeah. Sheesh. Who got shot? Yeah, looks like she got away. I called the precinct. She had a perimeter step soon. Detective Bad, are you alright? I heard a gunshot. I'm okay. Just got another hole in my jacket. Yo, what is that jacket? A shield? Dead gum. At least I called him boy. Are you too hard? I'm absolutely fine now that you're using my name and not calling me a kid. Thanks to Kay. Speaking of Kay, where is she? I don't know, she just sort of disappeared. Y'all lost a 10-year-old? Detective Coach. I'm sorry I doubted you. Don't worry, he looks guilty. Look at his face. He looks guilty. And he lied several times, repeatedly. Lying while giving testimony is still unforgivable. But in this case, you are protecting Kay and her feelings. Looks like you just might have what it takes to be a real detective. Oh. Now don't you ever lose that detective spirit, okay? Pops. Watched one too many detective dramas recently, have we? Way to single-handedly destroy the cheery atmosphere with one snarky comment. Wait, why did he lie? How did Gumshoe's lie and protect Kay? Wow. You've missed a lot. Yes. So basically, Gumshoe and Kay were in the lobby, but we already knew that, right? Gumshoe lied to, because, okay, hold up. Let me just show you the evidence real quick. It'll be quicker that way. Alright. Okay. So, these are Kay's promises to her father. Oh, Kay knows her dad is dead, by the way. Promise 1, never take things from strangers. Promise number 2, never go anywhere with a stranger. Always make people smile, never cry in front of strangers. Always try your hardest to learn about things you don't understand. That's those promises. So basically, when Kay wanted a Swiss roll and Gumshoe also wanted a Swiss roll, and they bought it together. That goes against promise number one of never take things from a stranger. But he was like, you know, since we both bought it together, technically you're not taking it from me. And so they shared it in the thing. And then the child purposely popped the balloon. That's what the judge heard, was her purposely popping the balloon to scare Gumshoe. But then he dropped his Swiss roll and made her feel bad. But in order to protect her from her father getting mad, because Gumshoe knows firsthand what it's like for her father to fuss at someone, he was like, okay, I'll keep your secret that you took something from me. Just in case your dad has issues with it. So, yeah. That's why he kept lying. Even though he clearly ate and did stuff in the thing. So, yeah, that's what it is. I think that was everything. That was a short version. Whoa! I did a pulled Ace Attorney. It's just easier to show you the evidence. Ooh! Thanks a bunch, pal. You're the best. That's so adorable. It's such a stupid reason to perjure yourself. And he was protecting her feelings. But yes, he almost did go to jail for it. It's okay, Judge. Like, he almost got imprisoned. Can't believe how much trouble I caused you with your testimony. It's okay, Judge. Without you, we couldn't have figured it out. Because Gumshoe sure wasn't going to tell the truth. So not your fault, Your Honor. Well, even if we didn't have His Honor's testimony, I think that lawyer would have found another way to get you convicted on her behalf. I mean, she was fighting. Yeah, I can't believe I was about to get fired during my first week as a detective. Well, so long as you're not fired. You should work hard, give all that you have, and perform your duties well. I want one more thing. Kay left a present for you with me. She did. What was it that Kay left for me? The proof of their friendship. I don't know why I keep going this direction. It's probably quicker to not do that.
Take that!
The Swiss rolls. Yep, that they shared together. That Gumshoe was actually too poor to buy. This is so sad. Yeah. Oh, she was also bought the Swiss roll because she wanted to save it for her dad. But then he died. So, yeah, she was like, give it to Gumshoe instead. Oh. And she found out because she overheard it from some guards. Oh, and also, you probably missed it. She, the handkerchief that she had to give him back in the last case was because one of the rules is never crying for the strangers. But when they were talking about the fact that she knew her dad died, she started crying and she blew her nose into Miles. It was hilarious, actually. Remind me to go back and show it. We're gonna get through this case because it looks like we're almost done. And then we'll go back and you can see that scene. If I remember which load it was. Which load was it? You know, she's gone and you'll only find her in 7 years. Yeah, you'll probably never see her again until you see her again. Yeah, as a teenager. You know what, pal? Actually, I guess I shouldn't be so rude to you anymore, huh? I'm gonna stick right by your side from now on, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Oi. I sense nothing but a most troublesome relationship from that ominous statement. We should go home too, Miles. Let the hurry and report what has happened to Papa. Agreed. Well, I'm afraid we must be going now, Detective. Roger, sir. Don't you worry. I'll investigate the next case we're on real well. I'll be counting on you. The sense of trouble is definitely in the air. That's like a bad dream. My first outing out of court came to a disturbing end. A few months later, I was finally able to properly stand in court as a prosecutor. But the detective in charge of the investigation was, as I dreaded, Detective Gumshoe. After that, he became my direct subordinate. I have tried, but words fail to describe the immeasurable suffering he has caused me. Yeah, I suppose that's just how things are. It's actually hilarious. As for the little girl who suddenly disappeared, she's now grown. Back to where we are. So, do you remember now? Yes. I remember everything. I bet you forgot this is actually where we were. Kay, it's been a while. Kay, you sure grew up a lot. Oh, she's up to it, of course. But thank goodness. I thought you two had totally forgotten about me. You know, I was really worried about you after all that. Where have you been all this time? Gummy, I didn't know you cared. After my father died, I went to go live with my mother's relatives. They lived really far away, so I wasn't really able to come back here all that much. Oh, is that what happened? Well, I'm just glad you're alright. So, does it all make sense now? Bet you it does. No, it doesn't. Why do you keep calling yourself the Great Thief Yatagarasu? I was going through my father's bookshelves recently, and... Actually, there are still a number of things that don't make sense, Kay. Huh? First of all, why did you come all this way to see me? And second, why are you calling yourself the Yatagarasu? Yatagarasu is Callisto Yu, the woman who killed your father. No, you're wrong. The real Yatagarasu was my father. Mr. Faraday was the Yatagarasu. Like I said, I was going through my father's bookshelf recently, and I found a secret diary hidden amongst his books. I have no regrets in choosing to walk the path of the Yatagarasu. Yeah, the question marks is crazy. That was written in his diary, and that's how I know for sure. I thought so, but what? That's impossible. What's with that look? You don't believe me? It wasn't just the expression on my face. I clearly said it was impossible just now. Alright then, how do you explain this? Oh, Little Thief, right. It's a way of disarming any security system of the user's choosing. Oh, never mind, it's not Little Thief. Yep, that's Little Thief. Truth be told, this is the Yatagara's greatest secret. And this little gizmo was used by my father. Wow, Mr. Faraday wasn't just a great prosecutor. He was really a great thief, huh? Yeah, my father worked really hard to steal the truth. But he was killed. And the Yatagarasu was no more. Despite that, the Yatagarasu has been spotted again recently. Someone other than you. Here, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, here we go. Right back to the first case. Yatagarasu sent the embassy a calling card. Yeah, I mean, this person's a fake. I'm almost certain that Callisto Yu is behind this. Wait, why did you do a murder then? You asking the right questions. Maybe she found out Faraday was the Yatagarasu, and so she decided to kill him. I don't know. I'm assuming the last case will explain that. Usually the game explains everything. The last case kind of ties everything together. Really, Yatagarasu was noble to the end. I mean, it does make sense why she was lying, though, doesn't it? Gosh, I have so many questions. Yeah, I know. Even if you're honorable, a thief is a thief. And if you were plotting to commit a crime, then I'm afraid I can't be complicit. Yeah, you can't involve Edgeworth. You guys are not making it easy for me. Who am I supposed to support now? Mr. Edgeworth, what I want from you is not to steal something. What I want is the arrest of that evil woman. Oh, I guess we'll find out then. That evil woman. You mean Callisto Yu. I think it's too hard for me to catch her all by myself. But I thought that since you were able to expose her for who she is, then maybe... Please, Mr. Edgeworth, why don't you help me? I like her eyes. Come to think of it, I do believe I owe you. For when you yelled and woke him up when he was about to get shot. And will you help me with the investigation today? Oh, that's true. I'm not so rude as to leave favors unpaid. Then you mean... Yes. That case has been weighing down my soul ever since that fateful day. That's a long time. Perhaps the time has come to settle things once and for all. If you don't intend to sully your hands in a crime, then I believe I can help you. Mr. Edgeworth, thank you. Yay, Mr. Edgeworth. Sir, is that great game? Yeah, it sure is, Gummy. Even though he had completely forgotten about her until just now. What is with their chummy relationship? If he's not so rude to leave favors unrepaid, does he ever pay Phoenix back? Yes. I'm just going to say yes. So many times. Edgeworth is the goat. After all the time, the truth, I'm just, yeah, just don't even, yeah, he does. Repeatedly. They have a great relationship. I should be reading this. Well, that is a big word. Phantasmagorically. That was a brilliant word. It would all come to light the day after I made that promise. Literally, what the heck is this timeline? Sheesh. It goes, day 3 is murder case 1. Day 1 is murder case 2. Day 2 is murder case 3. 7 years in the past is murder case 4. Day 3 is murder case 5? Because if it's the next day after you made that promise, that would literally mean it's at F20. Which means theoretically, I could use. Let's just go ahead and use all 8. Okay. Turnabout ablaze. This is great. Alright. First, I want to show you. Shoot. Is it you? No, it's not. Load. Okay. So it's not 7, that's 6. Yeah. This is what happened to Miles. Yeah. And on that note, Miles got shot at, got someone blown in his nose, his clothes, all kinds of things in one day. Like, this is a crazy way to start his prosecutor degree. Alright, everybody. That is funny, and it'd be more funny if it wasn't so sad. Agreed. Alright. On this heartwarming scene, we are going to end it. I don't know if you heard this today, but you're visible to someone. Even if you feel invisible, know that someone sees you, know that someone loves you, know that someone is rooting for you. Feel free to like, to comment, to share, because it's great content, it's fun, and we get to play together, and other people need to know it. And don't forget to subscribe, because you never know when I'm going to go live. And we're on the last case of the game. So, you definitely want to be here. You don't want to miss Turnabout ablaze. Alright, everybody. I have new, what's it called, announcements. And thus, we cue the outro. Thank you all so much for watching. This has been Invisyble playing Ace Attorney Investigations Collections. Ooh. Please have a wonderful day and goodbye. Alright, last time for the YouTube audience. Thank you all so much for watching. This has been Invisyble playing Ace Attorney Investigations Collections. You all have a wonderful day.